What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune in and check out the content. Now, with this part of the discussion that I was listening to with Larry Johnson and Jason Whitlock, man, was talking about this discussion right here just made me realize that LeBron James they groomed LeBron James, and LeBron James was he was chosen for a reason, and from the very beginning, the league had plans for LeBron James, right? And so with LeBron James being at the time probably a teenager, 16, 17 years old, he had no idea what he was signing up for when he started to do business with the NBA. But this statement right here from Larry Johnson just lets me know, or it just further confirms what I already knew, that the league, just really had like it was all scripted, and they had a plan mapped out for LeBron James and his career and his life, right? And so listen to what Larry Johnson had to say about LeBron James, a young LeBron James, and the league and everything, how they do, how they did LeBron James uh coming into the league.
Do you blame Michael Jordan for not aggressively pursuing a mentorship of LeBron James?
I don't think Michael Jordan is to blame. I mean, he can't force the kid to do something he's not going to do. And obviously, as soon as he became 16 or he was well known, they already partnered him up with Jay-Z. I mean, they may have already had this plan with Jay-Z and LeBron just so you can bring more youth into materialism. Like him going to Michael Jordan, how do we follow that? Like the most we did with Michael Jordan was just buy his sneakers. Michael Jordan has never really sold a lifestyle. If you look at Michael Jordan's life, what has he sold us? I mean, we knew about him gambling, but we don't see him with multiple women. We don't see him on yachts partying. We do now because he earned it. But when he came out as a champion, he was very conservative. He had a very conservative lifestyle. Like he really hid among all of us. It's like, okay, he wasn't picked at the top. He was picked at the bottom. We seen him rise, and we never seen him do much with his money.
Yeah. He's not. I mean, he's got a lot because he's earned a lot and done a lot for Nike.
Right. And so, all right, so Michael Jordan, like you said, Michael Jordan is more of a more of a private person, right? And so, and mainly people just focused on what Michael Jordan did on the court, right? So there was no lifestyle as far as Michael Jordan where people could mimic, like Michael Jordan got this jewelry on, or Michael Jordan is riding in this car. People really, they wasn't too privy to that, because Michael Jordan off the court really kept a low profile. But when you think about LeBron James, like LeBron James and Jay Z, and there's more of a lifestyle, and it's more flashy, and that got to be seen. Like look at LeBron James, like on the court, or when he's not even in a game, like LeBron James is jumping around and doing different things, and because he has to be seen. Whereas though it was never like that with Michael Jordan, right? And so now LeBron James, the NBA came into LeBron James' life when he was very young and very impressionable. So LeBron James never really had the opportunity to grow up. He never really had the opportunity to and they put people around him like handlers to kind of guide LeBron James and steer LeBron James in the way that they want to. And so like when you see Rich Paul, Randy Mims, and Maverick Carter, those guys are not really knowledgeable when it comes to dealing with these big businesses and these big corporations either, right? So they're being steered in the right direction too, just like LeBron James. So that's why, it's like the NBA groomed LeBron James. And so they're using LeBron James to promote a certain image. So let me get back to some more of what Larry Johnson had to say, though.
But you're right. As a kid, he basically kept us focused on what he did on the basketball court and buy these sneakers that that I wear on the basketball court, and that was pretty much it. Whereas Jay-Z and the rappers, they all sell a lifestyle. They all say, hey, we hang out in strip clubs, we bang as many women as we possibly can. We all, here's the jewelry, we all wear Breitling watches or Rolex watches. We buy these kind of cars. I mean, they're selling you everything. Oh, but the more baby mamas you got, the more popular you are. Hell, Snoop and many of the rappers, they promoted pimping. Basically, I mean, they presented themselves as pimps, and that was the ultimate sign of masculinity. Do you think that the leagues, that the NBA, that this is the path they wanted LeBron to go?
All right. So before he answered that question, right, and just think about it, right? Look, like everything that is being promoted and everything, like why would LeBron James choose Jay-Z over Michael Jordan? And Jay-Z is not even a basketball player, but LeBron, Jay-Z and LeBron just wanted to mimic him. I think that the NBA brought Jay-Z into his presence, into his life to be to because he was influential, right? He was easily influenced at that early age, at 16 and 17. And so that's, more proof that the NBA just had an agenda for LeBron James, and he was basically groomed.
That the NBA, because it does feel like to me like the NBA has married itself to hip hop. You go into any of the arenas, they're playing that, they're pushing that pretty heavily. They love to show the rappers sitting courtside. So this is also probably what the league wanted for LeBron, because they thought that would buy them a coolness factor and make them more popular, make the NBA more pervasive, or trying to play catch up with the NFL?
I mean, if that's where they were leaning to, they owe Allen Iverson a grave apology, because they could not stand when Allen Iverson wore braids. They could not stand where he dressed the way he dressed. They couldn't stand that he put out a rap album. They couldn't stand it. They thought it was a detriment or a stain on the NBA for having Allen Iverson in the league at that time. They thought they was getting a clean-cut Negro out of Georgetown, because that's what he looked like when he came out of Georgetown. And now, and you look at the NBA today, and you know the times that we're in biblically, they're trying to sell Satanism, and they're trying to sell Masonic symbolism to youth. That's all it is now. Now we control everything. So now we're going to make Negroes the most degenerate race that we can. Because if we can destroy the man, we can definitely destroy the child. And if we destroy the mother, we can wipe out all three in generations to come with the behaviors that we're co-signing. So that's why the NBA has been now a platform or a slave auction for young Negroes to come to watch games and to fall in love with these players that they put on your TV every single week.
All right, so let me say this though, right? And I remember when Allen Iverson did come to the NBA, man, and they, like they were not big fans of the image of Allen Iverson, right? But the thing, like I said, the thing about Allen Iverson is Allen Iverson also played extremely hard. And so and I think basically off the court, Allen Iverson, he didn't really have any issues off the court. Allen Iverson was married, and had kids and stuff like that. But Allen Iverson was basically didn't have any off court issues either, right? He promoted a certain lifestyle, but it also, like I said, was well known that Allen Iverson was, he was a married man. So but today, and LeBron James too is a married man, but I just think today, man, the NBA is just leaning into that the bad parts of the rap culture and trying to promote that, and trying to tie LeBron James to that. And I think that LeBron James allowing himself to be tied to that, it just shows that it just points to his immaturity, and like Johnson said earlier, when you see LeBron James at a Jay-Z concert and dancing and got to be seen and stuff like that, it just goes to show that he's still at 40 plus years old, still is not mature, and still he's still that same 16-year-old that that they groomed and brought into the league. And he, his game hasn't improved. His mentality is just about the same. And I don't know that LeBron James just don't get it. He just don't get it, man. And I've always said that once the NBA and the sponsors feel like they have no more use for LeBron James, then I don't know what's going to happen. So that's my take on it. But yeah, I just think that LeBron James chose wealth over wisdom, and because if he was a wiser person, if he was as intelligent as the media would like you to believe, that LeBron James would not have made. I mean, he just made so many mistakes along the way, especially on the court, and that how he had the decisions he's made as far as like how he chose to navigate his basketball career when he had other examples. To me, it's just it's just beyond me. I'm just amazed at some of the decisions that LeBron James made. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.